And
if you want to do
I
a little
don't
bit
think
of order of operations here, if I use my check to make a test to make an elixir, one of you then wouldn't have to use your check to get rid of anger because you just use the elixir for it.
That's true.
Meaning you could use your check for something else.
I don't think you have to use your check to memorize spells during camp. Actually, you haven't used any spells, have you?
I have. I used the Wisdom of the Sages spell already.
Yeah, but you went to town, so you would have relearned your spells during the week in town.
Also, you're correct. So. They don't use checks for that.
Yes, that happens during your regular rest.
And magicians and elves automatically rememorize spells at the very end of camp after all checks are spent.
Alright, well that's good to know then.
Clerics do the same, but must test Theologian to do so.
And say if you had damaged armor from a conflict, you could bang out dents in your armor. If people were hungry and thirsty, somebody with cooking could make a meal for everybody. Also, there's roleplay things that you can do during camp, like you were angry. If somebody started singing and dancing for you, or made something real special for food for you, that could help you in your recovery from angry.
Would that be before or after I tell them to shut up and leave me alone?
I would say that depends, actually, on how it role played out. But is anybody else doing anything that they think would require a check?
But like I said, order of operations. I think I should use my check to make the elixir first. Then somebody can use the elixir and then use their check for something else rather than making.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So you're gonna go first.
Is pissed off Seth going to help me or no?
I guess I will if it'll mean you'll stop talking.
Cool. Now shut the fuck up.
I can destroy you, robot.
No, you can't.
Shut up and stir this.
I've seen you in combat. You fucking suck.
Hey, you two. Get a room. Cut it out.
So let's see. It's one help from you. Did I get somebody else helping me before?
No, it was just me.
Just you. So it's that and Fresh.
And that was a 2 obstacle, if I recall correctly.
3. It was a 3 obstacle.
Do you still have the Fresh?
Yeah. Okay. I'm no longer angry.
No. You would not. When you left town, you were kicked out and you were on the street.
Yeah, but I had nothing on me.
Oh, that's right. You were still fresh in the beginning, so you never actually lost Fresh. Sorry.
And for Dennis's benefit, I got kicked out of town on purpose.
Yeah, he was sleeping like a hobo in the streets.
Yeah, because I didn't need anything, and it gave me a free roll on rumors. It's like, cool, I'll do this.
I think maybe you guys were staying in Albuquerque if you're sleeping like a hobo on the street.
Cool. Fail. So I am going to use... if I say I'm going to use a persona point, and then I roll it, can I then decide to use another persona point?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll use a persona point now. Cool, now it's 3.
Go. So you successfully make your elixir.
So who needs an elixir?
Who you giving it to?
Alright, I have a 6 will, so I can probably...
Yeah, it wasn't going to be Seth anyway, you son of a bitch.
Of course not, even though I helped you make it.
You know who I haven't argued with today? Clingerton. Here you go.
Thank you, kind friend.
He's just been in a corner stewing in his own anger.
Clingerton is like, my head's angry, but I can't say it out loud.
That's about right, yeah. So, what else can I do with the check? I was concentrating on the getting rid of angry by myself, but I didn't know I was going to be the one to get the elixir.
So if there is something else you wanted to do, and I will even extend this, being you're right here at the farmstead, if there is something you wanted to do around the farmstead, you could do that.
Well, now that I'm no longer angry, I'll help them with their morning preparations for the day.
Alright, just helping them out, getting stuff back working.
Using my labor to good effect.
So
Okay.
the checks are in your traits, correct? And you have
Yes.
used for and used against, right?
You will have to use your traits against you
Okay.
in
That's
order
where
to
the
get
check.
checks.
Okay. So I have one check.
So you can do one test.
But were you giving him a free check as well?
Yes.
Yeah, so you should have 2 by now, right?
Okay.
Because remember before you did that whole loner thing that got you a check? Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Because I have used 4. I used quick-witted and loner, but I used 4, and then I only have 1 used against where I was proud. That's
Yeah,
what I
so
use
you would get
against.
1 check from that.
Okay. And then it goes away once I use it, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
All checks, technically, all checks must be used when you are in camp or going to town. When you go into town, you have to expend all your checks to try and recover before you
Right.
go in.
Okay.
Excuse me. Okay. So what do Gosh, sorry. So what do I roll for to use my check? It's just a D6?
Well, what is it that you want to do? You would
I wanna
use them on things that you would just generally be doing during camp.
I want to stop being angry.
All right, then you would be making a roll with your will, and it would be an obstacle of 2.
Oh, look at that.
Good. You are no longer angry.
Damn, I need that roll like later.
Wasted it.
Wasted. It's typical. That's how I roll.
All
Well,
right,
I only have the 1, and I would just like to get rid of my anger, so...
go ahead.
So I'm not fresh, correct? I'm just not angry.
That is correct. The only way you go back to being fresh is when you go back to town, alleviate all your conditions, and leave town with no conditions.
Okay.
The minute
Then
we
you are
got angry, we lost fresh. So.
Oh, in
And I
that
don't have-
case, actually, then I'm not fresh. Which means that my alchemist roll is still failing.
Well, it's okay.
Ah,
So hold on, I'll use another persona point.
okay. You needed to burn those anyway.
I have 1 more persona point I'm going to spend. There we go. Now it's 6. And I burned
Alright.
3 persona points.
Wow.
They even burn a hole in your pocket anyway.
You've got
All of them.
to spend them to level up eventually, so if I make back to town.
I got to figure out a way to spend fate points because I already have the persona points for me.
Yeah.
I believe you can use fate points a lot on your wises when you trigger them to help your friends.
My wises is literally useless for triggering to help people.
Guys, we need to get into fights with historical enemies.
Yes, we need to.
We need to find Napoleon Bonaparte. And rip his bones apart.
No, not Napoleon. He's too easy. Let's do Cyrus the Great.
What are you, Horatio Nelson or something?
Yes, you can spend a fate point for deeper understanding, which is re-roll any single failed die on a test related to your wise.
My wise is about wine.
Look, anytime you see a 6 in your roll that you failed, that's also an immediate fate spent. If you're looking for a fate dump.
That's true. That's true.
So, you also rememorize any spells if you had used your spells. And I believe that would be it on camp.
I think Herrick still has 1 to go.
Okay.
One fate. I don't though. I don't think.
You lose all your checks if you don't spend them now.
Just the used against, correct?
Well, no, you should have at least one check right now that I gave you for free that you can spend on a test.
Okay.
Because if you don't use it now, you'll lose it.
You might as
Right.
well use it on something.
Like what?
I don't know. I mean, Klingerton's helping with the farm. What else can we do in camp? Just out of curiosity, like you were just like helping out other people, investigating something or anything like that.
Yeah, you could investigate something in the close area of the farmstead. You could research something if you found some old dusty tomes.
Yeah. How about does it have to be a skill that I have?
No. No, you can use beginner's luck.
What are your better skills, by the way?
My skills? Let's see. Fighter, lore master, theologian, scout, ritualist, rider, persuader.
Huh.
You could use scout and look around the general area of the farmstead.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll scout out the general area just to look for traps, footprints from where the bandit went, since it's a 13-year-old
Okay.
kid that thinks he knows where they're at, but maybe he doesn't really. He just thinks he knows.
Huh.
All
Use
right,
a lore master to learn spells.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just in that chapter now of stuff you can do. That's where I found out I could I could create the elixir to get rid of anger.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
So
I'll
that
scout.
would be a scout, and that is an obstacle of 2.
And I can't have any help, correct?
On this, I don't think anybody's really around to help you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the only one with extra time.
Alright. That's no successes. So if you had any fate or persona that you wanted to burn,
I have a fate or a persona.
okay, I believe you can. Did you get any? No, you wouldn't have gotten any 6s, so I don't think you can burn the. Yes, you can burn persona for extra dice up to 3. So if you wanted to burn some persona points,
Yeah, I'll
re-roll
burn a
some dice.
persona, and I'll just roll another d6. And
Nope.
there's a pass.
All right.
Don't forget to mark off the persona you're spending.
Yep.
Yes.
I did.
No, I mean your
Also
current
remember-
goes down when your spent goes up.
Yeah, you're taking it from one spot, moving it to another.
Got it.
All right,
I'm good.
so that was no successes. And so you really just don't find anything.
Okay.
Do you
And
not have
that
the heal
also-
skill, by the way?
I don't. I thought I did, but I don't have it.
Huh. That's a shame,
Yeah.
because if you had healer, you could make stuff the same way that I do to, cure stuff later.
Well, I got 1 failure. So after 3, right? Then you can, when we're in the camp or town
Well,
phase, right? I can learn.
If you have no healer, that's what? 1 success and then a failure would get you there?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
So if you just pass a heal check at some point.
Right.
And you will have heal at rating 1.
Right. Well, just keep trying.
Yeah,
That-
because then you'd be able to make poultices to cure exhausted, afraid, sick, injured, and angry.
That would be helpful.
It's something to work on.
Now, so you end the camp phase, wrap up all your stuff that you've been doing, helping out, healing, mellowing out from being angry and pissed off. It is probably by now. You spend the whole night hanging out at the farmstead.
I think that's a fair assumption, and I'm assuming next morning we're heading out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Like I said, I believe it was a 3 or 4 hour trek to where the kid thinks that they're going to be. He is actually going to accompany you on the first little leg just to get you in the right direction. Apparently, however, he's not going to need to be with you too long. As soon as you start heading north, you can see a very noticeable trail. Doesn't seem to be any hoof prints, a lot of footprints.
All right. Well, let's be cautious and make our way.
All right. Fine returns to the homestead. Says he's going to get things ready. If you regretfully don't succeed, he's sure that they're going to be around tonight to finish the deed. You said you were going to be careful?
Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds like somebody might be scouting.
Yeah. I have a scout of 2. If anybody's better than that, please let me know.
Nope.
I have a 0. So I'll tell you what, I'll go scouting. No, I'm kidding.
I'm
Go
pretty
ahead.
sure last time you went scouting, Clingerton, nobody helped you.
Right.
I can help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. If somebody with no rating does beginner's luck and then people who have ratings give helper dice, you could still end up rolling a whole bunch of dice.
Right.
Sure. I mean, we don't care about those 2 girls, right?
Well, that boy here?
No, he went.
Yeah, he took off.
Oh, I
Saw
mean,
that there's a obvious trail and his services aren't needed.
Yes, I believe he said something about getting ready in case that we fail and they have to come back tonight.
again, there's a high chance that they're already dead or in very bad shape. I don't know if we'll get lucky twice when it's coming to rescuing young children from the clutches of evil. But if they're alive, we should at least bring them back. That would be the good thing to do, no?
Certainly.
But
So,
was somebody going to scout?
Yes,
what is my obstacle?
We'll have Clingerton scout ahead.
See, my thing is that if Seth was trying to level up his scouting, he'd also have to be pitching, hey, let me try. It's like, okay.
Alright, so what's my obstacle?
The obstacle on this will be 2. And
Alright.
look at that. In that case, you don't see any immediate concern, but off in the distance, in the direction of the trail, you think you see some movement moving away from you.
Sneak up on it and then kill it.
They're quite a ways away.
Clingerton,
Probably-
What do you see?
An hour ahead of you or so.
Something saw us and is now moving away.
Humanoid? Quadruped?
Which was it that looked like
Look like people.
people?
Well, humanoid.
Bipedal.
And not bird-like.
Some sort of ambulatory bipedal creature.
Well, what's our plan then? Are we going to go kill them or not?
We all turn and look at Herrick.
About an hour ahead of you.
I
Well,
still mention that.
we'll try to be careful and sneak up on them and see what they got. Maybe they have the girls with them.
Well, they're moving away from us.
Yeah, if you were careful, you would never catch up to them. You would have to pretty much hustle in order to make up an hour worth of time on them.
Okay. Is that what everyone else wants to do?
You're the leader.
I could certainly hustle my buns, but it's up to you, leader.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm more
Let's
than
hustle
willing
up.
to stumble into certain death on your call.
sideways glance at the at Roar and right? Isn't that the name of your character, Roar?
No, Roar is MIA.
Oh, well, you did. Yeah, I don't have your
Sir.
your character sheet. It's Sir.
Yeah, you can't
Okay.
see it.
No, I can't see it on my
Hold on.
thing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
you
I guess-
only have.
I guess we'll hustle up.
All right. This is. I will say, if you're trying to make up for an hour worth of time and you're hustling, I will require a health check from everybody to see if you are exhausted or not afterwards.
I gotta refresh the page after making my sheet visible made it unvisible to me.
Okay.
I'm screwed if we do that, but I leave the choice to you.
This will, if you do that, it will only be one turn for all of you making that roll.
What kind of
Sweet.
check?
A health check
Oh yeah,
to see
sure.
if you are exhausted.
What's the obstacle?
The obstacle will be 2.
Are we doing it?
We're doing it. Objections?
None.
Speak now.
I don't really feel like doing that. I'd rather take my time, but I don't have a choice, do I?
Seth
well,
doesn't want the children
that-
to be rescued.
Isn't that where the they could have the girls?
I'm already overruled 3-1. Talking about this wastes more time. Let's go.
Okay, fine. We're going.
It's a 2 we need.
Yes.
Clingerton, what do you got? Got anything to roll?
I
Yeah, here you
can
go.
spend persona points.
I have 1.
Clingerton, you got anything else to roll?
Well,
How about anything else to roll, Clingerton?
Nope.
What about fate? Reroll something.
Can I use a fate to re-roll the 2 that I rolled?
You don't have any persona points?
I do, but I wanted to spend fate.
you can only roll the fate to re-roll 6s or to use a wise.
Never mind. I will use a persona point to re-roll so I don't slow us down.
Go figure Clingerton would be the one to slow us down.
Well, I do have one more persona point.
There you go. All right.
Nice.
Somehow I make it. With my 2 health.
Alright,
When I
Clingerton.
saw I had 3 current and 2 spent persona, I thought that meant I only had 2 left. I mean, 3 current and 1 spent. I thought it meant I only had 2 left. So here goes my last one.
Yeah, you gotta remember to mark off current as going down.
As you spend them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've spent 4 persona now, so
Your pocket and putting them into a cash register.
Yeah, because when you spend them, they don't come back. That's why you put them in the spent column.
But you can only
Alright.
spend what you have, right? You can't just keep spending them, right?
Right, that's why
That is correct.
That's why you bring it down to 0, so you know that you have nothing left to spend.
Understood.
And then hopefully you get new ones at the end of the session.
You gotta keep in mind, this is a very intense record-keeping game, so you gotta keep our record straight.
The one thing I found, though, making an adventure seriously for the first time is a lot of this record keeping is on your end, not mine.
That's what I'm saying. So I keep repeating, make sure you tick down your tallies. Otherwise, you're gonna be superheroes by the end of session 5 because of bad record keeping.
Awesome.
Which, when I say that out loud, is a very bad incentive for people to actually record keep. Guys, you're gonna be too strong if you don't keep these records right.
Well, I honestly take a look at character sheets, so it'd be, why do you have 10 fate points?
Yeah, I spent like 17 persona points.
I had a player back in the day that I had to audit his skill points on his character sheet every week because he had 20, 30 extra proficiency points in his skills.
Nice.
Ouch. Wow.
Oh, wow.
How?
He claimed bad math, but that's when I started auditing him.
Also, apropos of nothing, I can't remember. I was reading, and if you do die, I think you keep like half of your fate and persona points.
Yeah, to pass along to your next character.
Yeah. So the cost of death isn't so high.
You at least get a consolation prize. So, you do catch up. Anybody who failed their roll, however, is exhausted afterwards.
Well, we all passed after spending everything.
Alright, and it looks like they have not noticed as you're approaching. It appears to be two people. One helping the other. One of them has a bad limp. They're both armed with swords.
Huh. Maybe they're not the ones we're looking for.
Maybe they know something.
That too. Well, obviously we're going to have to accost them anyway, so...
Okay, you take the one with the limp.
Well, yes, but I was thinking, does anybody want to talk to them?
Sure.
First, before we murder? I'm just saying.
I'll hail them down. Ho, stand down.
They spin around, getting ready to draw their weapons. The one with the limp, when he turns around, you can see he's got a pretty good slash going across his upper leg. The other one has an injury on his forehead. Doesn't look too bad, though. Just some caked on blood and a small cut. They are dressed. Go ahead.
I just want to throw out there, instead of trying to have we could try and capture them.
Well, we don't know anything about them yet.
Yeah, I know. We can capture them and then ask them questions.
Well, why do we have to capture them? Why can't we just talk to them?
Because they're running away from a scene of a consistent kidnapping.
Well, you don't know that.
We literally do. We came from the kidnapping site and chased them an hour.
Yes, and by way of clothing, they don't have on any armor. Their clothing is comparable to somebody living in the wilderness.
And I'm talking mechanically, we can capture them. That's different from killing them.
Yeah,
yes.
Well, I don't want to kill anybody.
That's what I'm saying. Capturing them puts them at our mercy, and then have a conversation with them that way, as opposed to getting into a conversation with them where if we lose, we're just basically going to have to let them go, because it's probably going to be their selling point.
Well, I'll say this. What will happen if you're trying something along those lines, you would first just be making some opposed tests. And if it escalates from there and you try to capture them, then you would go into some kind of conflict.
Okay. Well,
or even a conflict to convince them of something.
Well, let's try to persuade them.
Right, that's what I'm saying the danger lies, is if we go into a conflict of a convince. We didn't do this last time because we were learning the system, right? So if they beat us in a convince conflict, we see their side of things. So obviously their side, obviously their side is going to be let us go or let us live or whatever, right? So we fail that. So if we capture them instead, anything after that, they're already at our mercy.
Now, if you simply do an opposed test with them during, say, trying to be persuasive or manipulate, the failure for the skill test wouldn't be them convincing you. It would simply be more of you not getting the information you want or them being defensive. That's the big difference between a simple versus test and a conflict is the
right. I think it's more of a difference of
risk involved.
Well, I would say imagining. This isn't a couple of people we walked up to and had a conversation with in town. This is people we actively have been chasing for an hour and now making ourselves known.
True.
Yes. but you're not in a conflict as of yet.
But how is this any different than the people on the farm? We didn't know who they were.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right now, you're just simply looking at each other, sizing each other up.
That, for me, Dennis, for me, that is also a massive shrug because, again, dude was ready to slap you with a hammer and you ran on him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
So you're suggesting we capture them?
I mean, that's just my suggestion. That way
Anyone
they're at
else?
our mercy.
Anyone
They
else?
turn around. They have their weapons up, not in a threatening manner, but a defensive manner. They say they're just going about their business and want to be left alone.
Where are you coming from?
We were making our way to the next town, about a day away. We were waylaid by some bandits. Just lost somebody. Oh, there he is.
Waylaid by some bandits. Where were the bandits?
They ran into the bandits probably a couple hours ago.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, that was really weird.
So, sir, you still wish to capture them?
I mean, that's just what I'm suggesting. You know who
But
else?
they just...
You know who would say, we just got into a fight with some bandits? Bandits.
Can you point us to where the bandits are? I look back at them and say,
They actually point back in the way they came and said it was back there about a couple of hours. Which is about how long you've been traveling.
The bandits were the farmers all along. And we just made their fortifications even stronger.
You
So do you wanna
can
just kill
try
them?
and make a test. Maybe see if they're lying.
yeah.
Let me see if I can see what skill that would fall under.
Where are you at, Arcaloid?
I'm at the farm.
With the bandits.
Nice.
No, you would be together. I'm pretty sure.
He's joking. Arcaloid's background is the farm right now on his camera.
I am. I will say that's going to fall under criminal if you're trying to see if they're lying or not.
Yeah.
Perceiving other criminals at work.
It's beginner's luck if I do it. Anybody else got it?
Maxima is our criminal here. It's always the person who's not here, right?
Yeah.
Because on my chart, you know who the best one to lead a capture conflict is? Maxima.
Do you want me to do? You want me to do it and do the beginner's luck to see if I can suss it out with the criminal roll?
And the helper skills for that would be scout or scholar.
I do have scholar if you need me to help out with that.
So. I have scholar as well, so I can help out.
And I have scout.
Okay, so that's 3. So I guess I'll beginner's luck it.
Okay.
Yep.
And this is only an obstacle of 1.
So that would be my will, correct?
This is saying health, but I am going to call it will for this.
Okay. So that's beginner's luck, right? And then I have 3 modifiers. And it's a 1. Oops.
Oh, do we go fresh after camp, or is it just town?
Only town.
Okay. So no one's fresh anymore. Because Herrick really pissed us all off.
All right.
Oh. Yeah, you definitely think that they are not on the up and up. You already know they're lying because you would have seen them being attacked by bandits. Things that would have happened while you still had eyes on them. You also think because of the way they're dressed and the weapon they're carrying that they're probably bandits. However, this is the fourth turn of the grind, so everybody's going to need to mark off some hungry and thirsty.
All right.
And you're in the middle of having a chat with these guys, so I don't think you really have an opportunity to pull out food or water right now.
Well, then let's capture them.
Question: who has the best hunter skill? Nobody. Cool.
No, not me.
Dennis, how much will do you have?
4.
4. And your fighter is 3, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. I think that makes you, in absence of Maxima, probably the best conflict leader for a capture.
Well, I am the leader.
Well, yeah, no, you're party leader, but the conflict leader is a different thing.
I know, I was just joking around, man.
The conflict leader is the one that's rolling for our disposition, and the disposition is based on certain skills and ranks. So, in absence of Maxima, who would be our best capture person, you, I think, are our second best. Unless Klingerden has 3 fighter and more than 4 will.
I have Mishima. My fighter is 3. My will is 3.
Okay, so it is Herrick. Herrick is our best combat leader. I forget what it's called. Combat leader for a capture conflict.
Okay.
Right.
Can the team leader be the combat leader? Is that one of those can't be both things?
No, you can be both.
Okay, so it's Herrick then.
'Tis I.
Because you need to roll your fighter skill.
Right.
Can we add? I forgot. Can we help?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you're talking about this position, correct?
Yeah. So Klingerden, obviously, I help. Seth doesn't have fighter. Is that true? Robert?
I have no fighting, no.
Right. So you get +2 from us. You roll your fighter, and then you add your ranks and will to that. So whatever you roll +4.
So I roll. So I'm going to do this right now.
Yeah, you roll your fighter plus, and you get 2 bonus.
I got 2 modifiers.
Right. No obstacle.
Okay.
So just roll that. Cool.
Okay, and I
not
got
great. And then you add what you said you had 4 will.
Yes.
So we have a disposition of 6 for our capture conflict.
Okay.
There's 4 of us, which means we each get 1 disposition, and then 2 of us get +1 disposition on top of that. We had tokens on here, didn't we?
I may have taken them off.
That's right. I can handle this while you're handling your stuff.
Wait, now there's 3 bandits?
There's 2 bandits, but one is going to be repeating for moves.
Right.
Okay.
Alright, that's everybody here.
I'm assuming the one that's repeating is the one that is not injured.
That is correct.
So I have to divvy up the disposition, the 6.
Well, you get to choose. You choose who gets getting. Which 2 people are getting +1.
Well, who are the fighters? I guess it would be Klingerden and myself.
If that's what you're choosing.
Well, what fight skill do you have?
2.
And Klingerden's 3, and
If you're 3, then go for it.
yeah.
And I'm a 0.
Okay, so I guess
So you should
Myself
all.
and-
I put it all on there. You all should see bars above you.
yeah. So myself and Klingerden will get the plus.
Right. So you 2 have 2, and the rest of us have 1. Just means that if anyone gets overflowed on a fight, a bunch of us are going down pretty quick.
Okay. So then, I want to pick a card.
Well, first you decide who's going out into the field in what order.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna move one of your guys here, DM.
Yeah.
Since our 1, 2, and 3 are over here. So who's going out first, Dennis?
Yeah, I'm actually working on doing a template for all this, so it's a little neater.
Well, we're supposed to talk about this, right? I mean, this is,
Well,
or is it just?
You can talk about it, or you can just do shit like Robert.
To be fair, though, me doing shit kind of worked out decently.
Whatever you tell yourself.
I mean,
I thought in general we were supposed to discuss, and then
We can, but you have final decision.
Oh yeah. So because we're supposed to discuss.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Well,
Go ahead.
since we're trying to capture, fighter and hunter are the type of skills we're looking
But
at.
apparently
right?
nobody has hunters, so
Nobody has hunter, so we're basically stuck with having advantages on attack and maneuver, and not defend or fight.
Mm-hmm.
which is fine to discuss right now since he's already picked his cards.
Yeah.
Right.
So, obviously, Dan, knowing that as the GM, we probably should be wary of things that could hurt us whenever we attack or maneuver.
Okay.
So maybe we need to just bite the bullet and do very weak defends or fights here or there in there to see what happens.
Every time you say fights.
Is it feint or fight?
I always said feints.
Feint. Thought it was.
Yeah,
faint.
it's faint.
I keep hearing both feint and fight. So
Never heard the other one.
Arcloid says fight all the time.
But if we
Ew.
defend, we can't capture. We have to attack, right, in order to capture.
No, we've already decided this is a capture conflict. That would be a different disposition. Well, I guess it'd be the same. No, it'd be a different disposition roll. We've already rolled disposition for a capture conflict.
Okay. Well, defend will bring anybody back who goes to 0. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
You could, yeah.
If they're successful.
I will give a little description on this. For the actions. Say if one of these guys just wanted to make a deadbolt trying to run away, that would be an attack. If he wanted to try and bob and weave and get around you that way, that seems like it'd be more like a maneuver. Think about the dispositions more of almost yardage in football for this.
Okay.
These guys are trying to escape, you're trying to capture them.
So maybe we'll have Clingerton go first, then Sir, and maybe Seth?
I mean, the order of operations matters a little less than it does what cards you pick.
Okay.
Also, remember, Seth has no skill in this.
Well, he's got to go no matter what, though, right?
I do.
Right, but you're still on the field. You can put yourself out first, and hopefully any overflow takes Seth out. No offense, Seth.
But
none taken.
But I'm thinking I could bring Seth back. If I in the next round came in, right? Because you can't go in the same round, correct? Like once you all three go, you have to.
Well, one of us is going to have to stay in. But
what will happen
a
after
person
this
that
round?
stays in would not be able to stay in for the third round.
Well, the way it works is everybody who didn't take part in the first round must take part in the second round.
Which is one person. That's why I'm saying that one of us two of us actually would be staying in, but then those people then wouldn't be able to be in for the third round because you can't be 2 rounds.
You still have to put another person up.
Right. But you can see, we'll handle that if we reach a second round. Choose somebody, Dennis.
Yeah, so we'll put Seth in number 3.
Cool, we're dead.
Relax.
Okay, and then the cards you're saying that we should We should choose conflict. How do choosing the cards work here?
Bottom right hand corner.
Hover over the deck and select choose. And then you can just drag them over.
Okay, and you guys are thinking that, defend and maneuver? So what are your thoughts? It's my first time doing this, so.
Yeah, that's why it's good to have all of us eventually do this once.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in the camp of make your own mistakes.
Well, what the hell does that mean?
That means I think you learn better when you do it yourself. That way you see what's happening, and you're not going to get confused by other people telling you.
Okay.
Because this is a capture one, so the worst thing that happens to us is that we're driven off and they escape. So it's not like a kill conflict where we're all really at serious danger of dying. If we fail, they got away.
They get away, somebody might get a condition.
Yeah. So if you want to play this by yourself, I'm fine with just going with whatever happens. That way you learn.
All right. Well, that's what I did then.
All right. So if you're ready, we're going to flip over our first cards.
So who flips it over? Do I flip it over?
Yes. Right click on it and you'll see flip card.
Just the number one.
Yes, just number one. An attack versus an attack.
Clingerton versus guy with red bandana.
That's hurt.
Oh boy.
He is actually the guy that is not hurt. I will actually represent the hurt guy real quick by giving him one less
arm
hit point.
So I think two of us have fighting skill, which gives Clingerton a +2.
Mm-hmm.
And Clingerton's obviously using fighting skill.
Lost the net.
I'm also going to use my fearless trait for this role.
Okay.
Kick his ass, Clingerton. I'm cheering from the sidelines. Yeah.
Everybody caught that message from Robert?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I got one success on my attack. So. And you got 2 on yours.
Nice.
You got 2 on there. All right. So you're already doing a lot better than last time.
So independent means that we strike each other, right?
Yes.
Right. So
I do
Clingerton
1
goes
point.
down by 1.
I went down by 2. So he is at 1 disposition left. Ready for the second card? I'm going to go ahead and flip it. These guys are just trying to run away.
Desmond Hard. Alright, so +2.
And once again, he gets 1 hit.
Oh, come on. Well, 1 back at you, but that knocks me out. 'Cause I only had 1 disposition.
Well, you only lose 1, though, I thought.
Yeah, I only had 1.
Or,
you decided to give yourself 2 and Clingerton 2. I only have 1 and Seth only has 1.
Damn it.
That's why I was wondering why you weren't putting yourself out there, since you have the lion's share of the disposition.
I'm team leader.
Yeah, you're a combat leader right now.
And you're not a Skaven, so you don't
Team leader doesn't mean anything right now.
Hey,
I'm trying.
You're back.
I'm being like the commander. I'm like George Washington, leading the troops.
Yeah, but you actually have to be on the field at some point.
Round 2, man. It's coming.
Not a leader, he's a boss.
Yeah.
Okay, so last cards. And this is back to the first bandit. Once again, he is trying to run. One success. And you're doing defense there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm completely lost. Where are we going? Where are we at right now?
End of the first round. I came out with 2 attacks. They're just trying to run. You both attacked back, and the last card is once again my first guy's trying to run, and Seth is defending.
Okay, what do I need to
Hunter,
roll
you're
then?
rolling Hunter.
So Hunter's a 0. Is that governed by strength or will? Health or will?
Hunter is. Give me a second here.
Beginner's
Hunter
luck.
is will for
Okay,
beginner's luck.
at least I got that, so I will attempt that then.
And this is
And people can
versus-
help you with this.
Oh god, what's the help skill for Hunter?
Hunter help skill is. Hold on. Help skill is laborer or survivalist.
Oh,
I
do
can help.
Do I have labor? No, god damn it, I'm a steward.
I can help.
That's
Alright,
a
I'll-
+1.
Plus
Klinger
1.
in. You can help?
Klingerton can help. I don't know. Barkowitz distracted.
I'm sorry. What skill are you asking for? Skill?
You have labor, right?
Yes.
So
Okay,
it's
I will
+2.
help.
So it's +2, yeah.
And what's the input?
Was it will or health?
Will.
Hunter.
It's will. I got that. What is the test?
So it's beginner's
The
luck
obstacle?
+2, right?
What's the obstacle, you mean? I don't think
It's a versus test.
it's
It's a
yeah.
versus, so there's no obstacle.
I got 1.
Well,
So
you
nothing
negate the one
happens.
hit.
You don't bring me back either.
Break even.
Yeah. I could spend another persona if you want me to bring you back.
And how many persona do you have?
I have 2 more still.
Say, because you
Wow.
used 3 earlier.
I've had 3. I used 3 total.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I only had 3 persona total, but I guess we did vote you a lot for the first 2 sessions.
You kind of did, yeah.
He hasn't used any.
Yeah.
Want me to do it to try and bring you back or no?
Yeah, do it.
Unfortunately, I use push to talk, so I can't throw my hands in the air and you understand what I'm doing.
I'm not looking. I'm looking at the screen here.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Never mind.
So that was a waste.
Yep.
You
So
got a little
I'm
close to
out.
leveling up.
I'm out. Herrick has to come back in on this fight, though, so which one are you going for yourself, Herrick? 1, 2, or 3?
1.
And then there's only the options left are Klingerton and Seth.
That's right. You know what? Can we put Seth in number 2? And Klinger in number 3? Yeah.
Do we do any damage to these guys, or are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you have. They're both at 1 disposition each.
God, this can literally go either way.
Again,
Yes,
this
it
is
could.
a low threat stakes one, though. If we fail, they just get away.
Oh no, I understand, but I'd rather not we fail.
Yes, I too would rather not we fail. Yoda.
Yeah.
Oh, and this background here is also incarnate.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Really awesome.
Yeah, when we're done playing, I'll just post the maps that I've got on file. Well, except for the ones that you're going to see later.
Right. So I'm just doing this on my own here, huh?
We don't pick our own cards.
No. The conflict captain picks the cards.
Yeah, why not? All right. I'm good.
All right. We're all ready. We can go ahead and flip. And he is starting off with a maneuver. He sees that trying to get away with a straight run isn't going to work too well. So, you're attacking. This will be a versus test.
So I'm just rolling my fighter.
Yes, and people can help you. And it will be one obstacle.
Is there anybody that can help?
I can help the fighter.
Anybody else?
I do not have any way to help.
And Theta can, right? Yeah, because he's fighter. You said one obstacle?
Well, sorry, you have no obstacle. We're going to compare successes.
All right. I did roll it. It just didn't show. That's odd.
Weird.
Hang on. There we go.
Ooh. All right.
Wow, look at that. 4 6s. Bam!
Yeah.
Nice.
So, yeah. This guy tries to do some shucking and jiving move, get past you, and somebody just bonks him right on the top of the head with the flat of a sword or something. Knocks him out cold. So he is done. So if we want to move on to the next card.
It ends them all, doesn't it? Because it overflows.
Yes. Sorry about that. So that is actually it. There was only 2.
I told you guys needed me. I'm here.
Yeah.
What? I seem to be out. Are you talking to me?
Shouldn't you be talking like this?
That's racist.
Is it?
Now, one person went out, so I think we're going to have to come up with a little compromise. Nothing horrible. It was a capture.
I want to say it's not a strong anti-racist argument to say, "Are you a race?"
This is like this is the Warforged question all over again.
Yeah. What would apply well for a... I'm not sure if a condition would work.
Exhausted?
That might be pushing it a bit, because like you said, this is a lower risk thing, and you were only down. It's not like it was several people.
Too bad they don't have a table you can roll on, right?
Yeah, well, we're supposed to have a discussion and come to a compromise. I
see.
think maybe some equipment got damaged in the struggle. If you want to mark off a piece of equipment, something got broke, or like a torch or something.
All of us, or one of
No,
us?
just sir.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Me who barely has anything.
Perfect
shoes.
then.
I lose my shoes.
Okay.
I got knocked out of my shoes and I don't remember where.
He did a deke move on you, like we're going to see in the Super Bowl, and your shoes are just sitting there.
Well, my thing is that all I have is my body, a cloak, and my shoes. So it's like, okay, what did I lose?
Cooper Cup just ran by you.